My name is Sari. I'm a student of 5B, Department English Education, State Islamic University, Sari, Jakarta. In this video, I would like to give you my analysis report from TED's video with the title The Mood Boosting Power of Crying by Mendias. Talking about Mendias, she was a certified childbirth and lactation educator. The video was about 11 minutes and 9 seconds and was recorded at September 2020. In the talk, Mendias is talking about crying as a normal and even essential thing. Mendias says that crying is seen as a negative thing, while it should be a normal thing, because crying is one of the ways we can release our emotions. Mendias also says that we should not be ashamed of crying, because it is not a bad thing. This speech is a persuasive speech, because it aims to persuade the audience. Through this speech, the speaker wants to persuade the audience to normalize crying for everyone. The speaker argued that crying is an essential thing for humans, and she supports her arguments by providing results from prior studies which says that crying is not a bad thing. Through the talk, Mendias claims that crying is far from a bad thing. It is an awesome thing because it is a natural functionality of our bodies. Crying, as mentioned earlier, is one of the ways our bodies release emotions. The organization of the speech is a narrative organizational strategy. The speaker talks about the subject, which is crying, while relating to her personal story, as well as stories from her childbirth education classes. Aside from her stories, the speaker also mentioned 2 researchers about the benefits of crying as evidence to persuade the audience that crying is a good thing. Mendias presents the contents of her speech with such clarity that by the end of the speech, the audience can get the message very clearly. To back up her claim and put emphasis on the message, Mendias presents several evidence, and every evidence she presents is relevant to the topic, such as her stories and the researchers about why crying is a good thing. I am totally agree with what she is saying too. When I think about it, I often have mood swing and the like during my period. Crying has even become a normal thing for me. Not to mention the pregnant ladies in the speaker story, because they are about to get a new responsibility as a result of what they did with their husband. They must have doubt on whether they will be a good mother and whether they can educate their children. There is a baby inside them, so it is obvious that they will have mood swings often. They keep feeling that they want to cry. In my opinion, crying is not a bad thing as long as you are not exaggerating it. The speaker dressed up comfortably but still looks formal. This TED was recorded during a pandemic, so there was no audience, but she keeps her eyes contact with the camera the whole time. She even says things like, "You know what?" to interact with the audience. Aside from that, Mendias also make a lot of body language in her speech. Along with body language, her speech is also improved by her vocal delivery, which is steady, and she did not stutter. She also used picture to depict the situation which is being talked about. If we look at all of the criteria, we can say that she delivers her speech effectively. She delivers the story and the subject very smoothly. She also did not stutter, as I said earlier. How she's transition from one story to another was also very natural. Through the speech, the speaker wants the audience to change their views about crying. Crying is often seen as a bad thing, but in this speech, but in this speech, Mendias presents reasons why crying is not a bad thing, rather a good thing. Mendias believe that crying is an awesome thing that our body uses to release emotions, and that we should not stop ourselves from crying, because doing that will only cause emotions to build up. Therefore, Mendias invites the audience to stop seeing crying as a bad thing and start seeing it as an awesome thing. So this is the end of my video about analysis report from TED's video. Hope you like it. So bye bye.